Hi! Today is day 23 of my journey to manifesting my dream body, and it's day 2 of living in my dream body. Just saying the other stuff for continuity purposes, but we have shifted our mindset and we are living in the now in our dream bodies, and it feels so good. I'm so excited. I have been doing it. Like today I woke up and I put my bikini on, no workout clothes, no like big shirt to cover it up, and I literally came out here on my patio where people can see me at the hotel, and I worked out. And I didn't just do like pretty things, you know, that like I'd be okay with someone seeing me do in a bikini. I was doing squats, I was doing curtsy lunges, I was doing all the like unflattering stuff, because it's all flattering if I'm in my dream body. And normally I'd be like, oh, I don't want people to see me like looking fat or something, but I don't care if people see me work out in my dream body. So that felt really good. And then also I put on this super cute outfit today with like a low-rise skirt. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but like, look how snatched I look. So yeah, it's going pretty well. I've been eating well, and it hasn't been very hard. It's just all going so great now. I feel like that thing that was holding me back was feeling constantly like I just didn't have the thing, and that I just wasn't the person and all that kind of stuff. And that just made it so hard to want to keep going, because it's like, keep going where? Keep feeling like this? Like, there's only so long you can feel in desire, in lack. It's a hard feeling to just keep continuing because it's a sucky feeling. It sucks. But having a thing feels awesome. And that is so much easier to just do all the time. Just be like, I am the thing. I have the thing. So today I want to talk about another festering that I found. I have been putting myself out there on TikTok more, and I wanted to do like one of those cute her camera roll recently, I can't sing, but anyway, that vibe, that kind of tune of all my like pictures. And in order to introduce yourself, you have to put pictures of yourself in the video. And I realized of 40,000 photos that I have on my phone, that's not an exaggerated number, that's the real number. How many do you think are of me? It's like 100. And most of them are like duplicates of the same one, of me just like trying to find the right angle in the mirror where you can't see my face over my phone. The only photos that are like actually of like the whole of me is like when friends or something will take them, and I always exude like I don't take pictures of me energy, because I was self-conscious and I wasn't living in my dream body and all that kind of stuff. So I realized that is not going to work. I need to shift that mentality. But then I started thinking, why is it that of 40,000 photos, they're all of landscapes, flowers, friends, moments, all that kind of stuff? And I realized that like I don't feel comfortable focusing on me. I feel like it makes me come across selfish or vain or conceited, and that you should just always be focusing outwards on other people and other things. And you can totally see beauty in the world, you just can't see beauty in yourself. Otherwise it's vanity, right? But no wonder I've manifested the most beautiful setting in the world. I've manifested these beautiful moments, these amazing, beautiful friends. It's because that's where all of my energy has gone. And I used to feel judgy when I'd see people's Instagrams or socials that was just all them, especially if it's like all the same picture of them, pretty much just in different places. And now I'm realizing that like self-focus is not a bad thing. Putting focus on yourself is like, who else is going to focus on you? You know, and then you expect just your partner to do all that focusing work for you and validate you and all that kind of stuff, or friends or family. Nobody is going to value you like you could value you. You're with you 24 hours a day, and you could self-focus for 24 hours a day if you wanted to. And I feel like vanity is a little bit mischaracterized, because I think that's the extreme side, where like you are so conceited that you can't empathize or focus with anybody else. You like, you're just, it can ruin your life if like your hair is out of place or something like that. Like that is vanity. But there should be a bad word for what I was doing too, because it's kind of like martyrdom. I don't know, like where I would only help others. I would only build things on the outside, and in return I would let my hair just be unbrushed for weeks. I wouldn't shower, I wouldn't brush my teeth, not for weeks, but you know what I mean. I didn't care about the clothes I wore. I let myself get out of shape. I had to make everything about other people. So if there was something that I really wanted to do, I would make it something that someone else really wanted to do and that I was just doing because they wanted me to. Like working out, for example. For so long I was like, it's Pascal that wants to work out and I'm just there because if I don't, he's gonna be mad at me and he wants a partner in this, so I'm just gonna do this thing. Guess what? I wanna work out. I want to work out. I enjoy the feeling. I love going up the mountain and feeling like good at the end. I love putting in a hard workout. I love feeling sweaty and smaller and hungry. I love feeling like I'm working on something. And that's why I can give things my all, but only if they're for someone else. And so I'm creating all these artificial scenarios where I have to resent someone for making me do the thing. And I have to like, the only other times that I would actually focus on myself would be if I was at like an extreme sadness or an extreme stress or some situation where someone could look at me. Like if you showed this situation to 99 people, 98 of them would be like, yeah, no, she needs to go focus on herself. Like she's fallen off the edge. And then I could be like, okay, this I can focus on for me. And that's just so counterproductive. And I was wondering why I'd been so miserable when we came to the island, and I have all the time in the world. I have all the energy and all the health in the world to just focus on me, focus on my business. I'm not working for anybody right now. Nobody's monetizing my time. And yet, every step of the way, there was this massive resistance and sadness in me of having to do the work. And honestly, I don't think it's because I didn't want to do the work. I think it's because I didn't feel comfortable with me being the star of my own show and me needing all of my time and effort. And I just didn't feel like I deserved that, maybe, or I felt like there's other people that need help more. Or I don't even think it was any of that. I think it was just conditioning by this point, where I just have always done it that way, so I just kept doing it that way. But then I'd have to create these artificial scenarios. So in order to focus on my weight loss, I had to see my body in such a disgusting place of just despair and just hatred, because it was the level of like bawling your eyes out, tears and sobbing, that made me feel like, okay, you can focus on yourself for like the next week or 2 weeks to get yourself just out of that place. And then once you're just out of that place, now you've got to focus on other people again, you know? And so then it would just be this reoccurring cycle where every 2 weeks I'd have to have like a full breakdown just to give myself permission to keep doing what I'm trying to do. So unhealthy, so draining emotionally on me, on my partner, for no reason. Like there's no reason to feel like that. And I don't know where it came from, but I don't want to look into it because I just think it'd be a waste of time, and it would just throw my anger about the fact that this is how I am just onto somebody else and make it their fault and then need them to help me solve it and all this stuff. I don't want to do that. Now that I know that I'm doing something like that, I need to just start recognizing every time that behavior comes up. Every time I start to feel like something I want to do is something someone else wants to do, I have to remind myself, no, you want to do this, and you're allowed to want to do this. And you can excel at this. So do it with all your might. Like, you deserve to do the thing you want to do, you know? And every time I start to feel myself needing that, I think if I just give myself permission every time I want to do something for me, then I don't need the despair anymore. I don't need the fits. And I think if I can do this consistently and give myself permission to focus on myself with my whole heart consistently, then things in my life are going to drastically improve. It's going to be so much easier to get everything done, and so much less energy wasted every couple weeks. And with all that extra energy, think about like the acceleration I could do. I'm really happy that I figured this out, or that I've identified this in myself. And I'm really excited. Maybe this is one of the biggest things holding me back, is that I just never gave myself permission to succeed, to win, to do the self-focus for long enough to win the thing that I'm trying to do. Yeah. So I feel good. I feel like I'm giving myself so many permissions lately. I'm giving myself permission to live in my dream body. I'm giving myself permission to be successful, to focus on myself, to do the work, to live the life, you know, to have the fun, to be happy. I'm giving myself permission to do all of that right now without needing anything else in order to just do that and feel that. And that feels so good and so light and so motivating. Just stress-free. Desire is such a heavy burden. And guilt and shame, like those three things, I think are the heaviest burdens. Just feels so good and so light. And I'm just giving up my shame, my guilt, and my desire to the universe. I'm giving it away. Giving it away. I'm giving my martyrdom away. I don't need to be validated by other people or make other people successful and happy and healthy and all that kind of stuff. Like, they can focus on them and I can focus on me, because me being my best self, me as my best self, I am connecting to this world that I've created for myself, which is so beautiful. I am finally beautiful enough to be connected to my beautiful world. And I want to connect myself to that through photos. I want photos of me in my beautiful world. And I am going to take photos of me in my beautiful world, with my beautiful friends, with my beautiful family, in my beautiful life. I'm going to post it to my beautiful TikTok, you know, and I'm going to stop hiding behind being not wanting to be conceited or not wanting to be vain, because I know that I'll never reach that level of it because of how far I'm coming from this side. So all I need to do is march my way into the middle, find a really beautiful balance of me versus my world, me in my world, me and my world. But now that I'm in my dream body, there's no reason to hide. And that's a really good feeling. So